today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's pregame of the NFL on EA.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains. Again, that really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Walton. And some room to roam now. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, it's Phillips. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
And they get that on Tevin Jenkins.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. From the gun on third down.
Redmond, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
They run the counter. It's Phillips. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Redmond. He finds his man. Complete. That's Phillips. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Redmond. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's the backup Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Jameis to throw it.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ross to throw on 3rd down. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Ross now throwing after the interception. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, it's Phillips. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here's Winston. He finds his man complete. It's Duncan.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Phillips. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Winston. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So his second field goal here in this third quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets them the lead. But you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and 4.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Ross.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Ross. Off play action.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
On 3rd down, Walton. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Walton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Now a carry for Walton. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Walton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, it's Walton. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw.
That's caught by Pitts.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Right back to Pitts again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
7 yards, the pickup there.
He finds his man complete. That's Walton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last.